All right, here's a profound thought. You don't need clients. Clients need you. And this is the truth. There's 7 billion people on the planet. I'm pretty sure there's a decent number of people who need to get in touch with resources to take whatever performance they're interested in to the next level. Doesn't matter what area of life it is, business, personal, sport, health, doesn't matter, right? There are enough people. That is not the issue. Okay. The issue is finding the right clients and when to say no to a client. And by the way, I use this and I want you to adopt this so that you can have better quality clients who get better results. So they tell people so that you can charge more, so that you can make a bigger difference in the world. Okay. So a couple of things to think about. I already spoke about desire and willingness, and I will absolutely not take a client that does not have a bona fide self-desire and a willingness to do what it takes and a coachability. But there are a couple of other factors you want to think about before you take a client, right? And when we teach neuro-linguistic programming tools and mechanistic mind tools, and these are just tools that are, foundational. They could stand alone, but what they really do is they enhance all other models because they're very, very sort of basic, right? The basic structures of mind mechanics. So one of the slides we put up is a client. Is a client when? The client has to ask. See, if they don't ask you, you don't have a client, you have a friend. So the client needs to ask, right? The client's got to have an investment. They need to have skin in the game, because if they don't have skin in the game, they're likely not going to be coachable, right? They have to have skin in the game so that they'll be motivated to step outside their comfort zone, right? That's what coaching really is about. Number 3, they must surrender to the coaching process. Again, this comes back to willingness. They have to surrender to the coaching process. Otherwise, how can you coach them? If they're constantly resisting you, then you're not doing coaching, you're just doing resistance. Here's an important one. If you're going to coach someone and you're going to take a client, you need to be compensated. Coaching's work. You're energetically working with the client to help them get in touch with resources. And if you don't respect that flow of energy between you and the client in the form of compensation, then you're basically disregarding the law of conservation of energy, right? So you need to be compensated. Otherwise, you're not a coach, you're a friend or a mentor or a parent. An important factor when you think about clients is you need to give the client what they want, not what you want, not what you think is right, not what their spouse wants, not what their partner thinks is right, but what they want. This is an important factor in coaching. And then finally, you need to not be part of the problem. Now, if you're a parent, it's difficult to coach your children or your spouse or your partner, right? Because you are likely twined up, not that you are a problem, not that it's a major trauma, but that you are likely intertwined with the intricacies of their reasons for doing and not doing what they do. And so it's very difficult to coach from this place. So as a coach, you need to be separated from the client. There needs to be a divide so that you are not part of the problem. And so when you are deciding as to whether or not you're going to take the client, not hoping and praying they pick you. You see, this is a flip you need to make, right? You don't need clients. Clients need you. Remember, you help them get in touch with their resources so they can achieve something. They need you. You already know the structure and the process and the way to get there. They don't. So they need you. So instead of hoping and praying they pick you, instead become discerning in who you take as a client. Right? Do they have desire, and are they coachable? Are they willing to give it what it takes? And all of that criteria. And if it doesn't meet that criteria, especially desire and willingness, do not take the client. Trust me. You want clients who get results, and people who get results have desire and willingness. Trust me on this one. That's what I do. And I say no to more clients than I take because I'm only in the business of getting results. So I weed out people who want to change, and I only work with people who truly want to change and are willing to give it what it takes to make that change.